Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy. Today we're going to be making an Octostomp with, just the purest of quality of materials, which will just be amazing. And I'm excited for it, so let's get into the fun. Watch-out! About a week ago, my good old pal friend Calvin was like, hey, I want to make a custom amiibo, a custom amiibo from scratch. I was like, hey, that sounds like a good idea. I want to make something custom too. So then I had to figure out what I wanted to make that was a very basic 3D shape. And Splatoon 2 just came out, so that was probably in my head, and I was like, let's make the boss the Octostomp from Splatoon 1 and 2. He guest starred in both games, just in case. That was a little tidbit for you. He guest starred in both games. So yeah, that's how the project started. That's how the idea came to mind. So let's jump into the actual action. I'll tell you how this whole thing, how I started my process in making this awesome lit fam dude. So for getting the reference pictures to actually design the Octostomp, I didn't just go online and find some random pictures of the Octostomp. No, I went in the Switch, went into the boss fight with the Octobrush, so I could run around fast and get all views of him. And I took some screenshots, and I saved the screenshots, and I actually was just looking at my Switch for the reference the whole time of the design of the Octostomp. It felt pretty lit because the Switch is neat because it's like a cool tablet that can stand up, and that's just pretty neat. The first thing I had to do was cut out shapes to make the 3D cube for the Octostomp. So the thing I actually used was this weird box type gift thing that I found in my room as I was actually looking for a highlighter. So I decided to use it because that was the best method that I had, because I had really honestly no other square shapes. It was actually, I wasn't even specifically looking for a square shaped item. I just went into my room and oh my god, it was sitting there. It was like fate. It was like fate. So I used it, and I think it would work out pretty well. That is what one of the sides of the Octostomp looks like. As you can see, I tried to get square for square of what it actually looked like, and you can see the side-by-side comparison of the cardboard square, my high-quality cardboard square, and the screen of the actual Octostomp, and I made sure that the sides were actually the same sides. I didn't just draw on a bunch of squares and just randomly place them into a cube. That's not what I did, because here at Epidec Studios, we try our best to make sure everything works out okay. Anyways, I made this with a combination of pencils and pens because I did not have any gray or black markers, because that's just, I'm working on a high budget here, and I was totally prepared, and I went to frickin' Target and made sure I had all the materials before I did this. No, I'm just kidding, I didn't do that at all. Progress report 2. So this is what it looks like when you tape two squares together. Yes, I taped them because I'm so high quality. And I'm also working on the face. So I've been trying a couple of combinations between yellow and green to create a neon yellow for the eyes. But so far, all of my efforts have failed, and I've come up with the idea of mixing a highlighter and a light colored green. Now this is the portion where I just sit back and do some designing for the face side of the square. We're just gonna chill here for about 20 seconds max. That's maximum. I'll make sure it doesn't get to 20. Actually, it's at 20 seconds. Okay, never mind. Progress report number something. And this is what 3 sides of the cube taped together looks like. So it's starting to look like a cube, which is cool and pretty dank. So yeah. And finally, this is the final product, and I know it's quite a big jump from 3 squares to all 6 squares and legs. But yeah, this is the final product, and it looks pretty dank in my opinion. It actually won't stand on its own, unfortunately. The legs were pretty hard to do, and I actually ended up just wrapping tape around some cardboard, because the tape actually kind of looked like skin colored, so I was like, okay, let's use the tape and pretend it's the skin. I didn't manage to get the black boots on there, unfortunately. I put on little feet before I managed to color them, so they're just gonna stay white forever, because why the frick not? But anyways, I actually found that it not being able to stand on its own actually makes it look almost better for displaying, because if it's like tilted at an angle, so it looks nicer and cooler, which I like. So anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. Adios.